uncovered you in all of your ways, destroying what's left with your foolish games. You push us all down to take this away. This dream we still have, you can't take this away.
Good evening and welcome back to Zero X Media and Design. I'm your host, Dustin. In the booth with me, as usual, our good buddy, Adam Gladfelter. Adam, a.k.a. Glad Dad. What's happening, brother?
Oh, man, another day, another dollar.
That's right. One more day closer to the Friday.
Love it.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this week over. It's been a doozy.
Yes, it has.
If you guys joined us Tuesday night, we had 19 cautions in that race. That was the trucks. Tonight, these guys are racing the Gen4s, which I need to change that. I got a couple things I need to change on the stream. All right, I think I have it all fixed now, so let's take a look and see what happened last time the Gen 4 drivers were out here on the track. Who was your top 3 finishers last week? Last week, your top 3 finishers were Chase Demphley, Adam Keene, and Eric Johnson. And now let's take a look at your push for the playoffs. Remember, these drivers only have a few races left, and then we're going playoff racing, where everything and anything can happen. The push is shaping up like this in this series. Chase Demphley has the lead, Eric Johnson in second, Richard Keene in third, Brian Zemer in fourth, Adam Keene in fifth, Brian Welchel in sixth, Anthony Bennett seventh, Ronnie Welchel in eighth, Charles Wilson in ninth, and Terry Litweiler is in 10th. This could change, and we'll update it every week from here on out. I was slacking and forgot about it. Take a look at some of these drivers on track tonight. I'm sorry, that's not Drew. And I got my camera on. I don't know how that happened. You don't want to see this. I hit the wrong button. I meant to shut that off.
That is Anthony Bennett on track.
Anthony Bennett, that's right. My ugly self really threw me off there. I seen it. I was like, whoa, I jumped back, like looking at myself in the mirror in the morning after I get out of bed.
Good grief, is that what I look like?
Creeps me out, man. Jason Anderson's back in the 28. Let's talk about the featured driver of the evening. See if he's out here on track and see if we can't get him in the booth. As he gets a little love from Jason Anderson, we're talking about the 57 of Charles Wilson. Hey, Charles, it's Dustin and Adam in the booth. How's it going, brother?
Doing good, my friends. Doing good. How about yourselves?
Doing real good.
Doing good.
Tonight, you are our featured driver.
Isn't that special?
Yeah, man, you've been in here week in, week out, going out here, putting the laps in. And, yeah, so you want to tell the people a little bit about yourself?
Well, as you can obviously tell by the car and the paint, wonderful wraps that were done for me. That military brat, and spent some time in the service myself as a Black Hawk crew chief. Currently live in the greater Cincinnati area, not too far from Mr. Stimpley. And spent most of my career in IT. So if it's got a light on it, I tell people I'm responsible for it. But other than that, my father used to race late model stock cars when I was growing up. Learned my fractions by him telling me to get him a wrench and asked me whether a 9/16 was bigger than a ½ inch.
I still don't know that.
9/16 is bigger than a ½ inch.
Yes, sir. Let's see, I got kids all over the country. Give a shout out to them, and got one in Pennsylvania, one in Georgia, one in Florida, one in Denver, and one in California.
Man, that's awesome.
So when I retire, it's going to be to a motorhome, and I already got 5 places that I can park for free
That's
for at
great.
least a week.
Good for you. And thank you for your service, too, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. Proud to do it.
So, tell me how you think your season's gone so far and what you think you can do to improve on it as we get closer to the playoffs.
Well, the season's been doing well. I think I'm running about mid-pack, top 10. In fact, I think I'm 10th right now. I just got to get practice, get out here and improve my restarts, improve my racecraft, which thank God for the Outcast group out here. They're more than willing to help and give you pointers. And one of the things we're doing this season that I've learned a lot is the incident review at the end of the race. That is just huge to improve everybody's craft, and everybody hangs out. So can't give enough props to Outcast and its membership and its willingness for everybody to do well.
That's right.
So each season I get a little bit better, learn a bit more. It's all good.
It looked like your racecraft you got it down, man. I mean, you're consistent week in and week out. I mean, you've got the speed. It's just, I mean, you've gotten caught up in some things that weren't necessarily your doing, and it's taken you out of contention a couple of times.
Yes, sir.
So
That's all part of.
That's part of it. Yeah, you're right. It's part of it. All right. Well, we'll let you get back. It's almost time for qualifying, and we wish you good luck tonight.
I
And
appreciate
please stay out of trouble.
it. That's always the plan.
That's right.
And just want to give a shout out to Zero X and the work that you guys do. Each week you get better and better and better. And Pinnacle Wraps are the purveyor of my wrap, and they do a great job. And keep up the good work. And big shout out to Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds.
Yeah, man, one more thing.
One
more thing before you go. You got your biggest fan in the chat, Timmy. I think that's Tim Fillmore. He's in there. He's always like, let's go, Charles.
Yes, he's my number 1 and 001 fan. So he's I appreciate all of his support and his shout outs every week. And I'm out here trying to improve my craft for him and for all my fans. So
yeah, now Eric's
appreciate you bringing me in.
Eric says he's your number 1 fan.
Well, we'll let him fight it out. How's that?
Sounds good. Let's get the 16 ounces out.
Alrighty.
All right, Charles. Have a great race, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Charles Wilson, everybody, the featured driver of the evening. We'll see if he can keep that truck or car out of trouble like Adam was talking about. And yeah, man, I'm hoping he can get himself a nice top 5 tonight.
Yeah, he's been consistent on speed as far as the speed charts go every week. But man, he's just taken out of contention too many times.
Taking a look at Daniel Veerkamp in the Miller Deuce.
Good looking paint scheme. Oh, do I miss the Miller Lite 2.
You know, I'm not a fan of driving these cars, but I do miss the old school racing in these cars.
Oh, they're nostalgic. They're nostalgic. No, I'm no good at them. You know, I said no good at them.
Eric in the chat says, it's Bristol, baby. That's right. Come on. Okay, I know some of you know who said that, but not everybody knows who said that. So, first one in the chat to tell me who said, it's Bristol, baby, wins a round of applause. I got nothing to give. Brandon Brock back out here. He said at Tuesday night, he was your Tuesday night truck winner. And he called his shot. He knew he was going to be quick there. He was very consistent in the right position at the right time and ended up coming away with the victory. He said he was going to have something special for us. And look at this. The Dale Earnhardt number on the old school Kyle Busch car. Brown Flag Sim Racing says Darrell Waltrip. Nope, that's wrong. Wrong. Mike Stevens, Dale Jr., there it is. Yes, sir. He's the one that said it.
That's it. Ding, ding, ding.
That's what we need, Adam. We need to get some NASCAR trivia up in here. Take a look at Drew Kuhn, the serial killer tonight, running the Fruit Loops. He's feeling a little loopy.
Let's hope not. We don't need anyone turning any loops tonight.
Johnson in the chat says, ding, ding, ding. Prize is in the mail. Come on. He said, and Mike Stevens said, at least I won something this season. I'll have Adam Google some NASCAR trivia and ask you guys if we get some green flag runs. We get some cautions tonight. We're going to get some of these drivers in here and talk to them, see how their race is going. Hey, we get a big wreck. We might bring both the drivers in here and let them fight it out. What do y'all think?
Oh, yeah, no.
Ryan Eberhard, he's back in the 5. He was out here Tuesday night. Some unfortunate events happened for him. Adam Keene back once again this week in the 17. He had a good showing last week, just came up short. I think, that's what I think that I thought he finished up there. He did. Second place last week. Just a little bit short at Nashville. Sorry. All right, let's step away. Who do you guys want tonight? You want a little Mariah Carey? Or do you want some electric guitar? What do you want, Adam?
Oh, man, I'm going to have to go with Mariah.
All right. We'll be right back after the national anthem. Thank you to all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for your service. Charles Wilson, especially you, since you're in the league, brother. Thank you. It means a lot to us. We'll be right back.
Stripes and bright stars, who the perilous fight, or the ramparts where you watched were so gallantly
And we're back just in time for some qualifying action. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new driver out here. I was getting ready to talk about him, and then we went to this screen right here for some reason. But as soon as he gets out on the track to qualify, we'll make sure we get him on here. Right now, your first driver taken to the track, Adam Keene. Brown Flag Sim Racing in the chat. All I want for Christmas is a national treasure. Just saying. You know, that's just so you guys know. If you don't know, that's Derek Buckaloo in the chat there. He's one of our teammates and broadcasters as well. I was saying when we first featured Mariah on the channel that Derek, I know you guys, like I said, don't have his phone number, but if you call him and you get sent to his voicemail, that's the song you get. All I Want for Christmas. I guess it stays on there year round. Ronnie Welchel in the 62 Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. While we got him on the track and we're taking a look at that Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds paint scheme, let's talk about the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds for a moment. Head on over to www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com. Say it every week, and this is a good week to go over there and check it out, because tomorrow night, April 11 at 5:30 p.m., they have the All Nashville Roadshow. You like music? You like food? You like beverages? Get on over there, man. That's something you're not going to want to miss. And prices starting out at like $39. Go get your tickets today before that fills up. And you can get like a premium with a balanced view and atmosphere for $49. A VIP up-close access to the stage with premium perks for $59. Sounds like some good, clean family fun, right, Adam?
And sounds like a good deal to me, too.
Charles Wilson currently sitting on the pole. Ronnie Welchel in second. Drew Kuhn in third. This is the new driver right here that I was just wanting to feature. This is Brian Gallardo.
Yeah, we've got two newish drivers here tonight.
Surprise, surprise, Eric Johnson in the new Skittles paint scheme. That's the Sweet Heat. Goes to the top of the board. Brian Zemer out here in the 55, old school Kodak. Let's see what he's got. Slowing down. Zemer currently sixth. Brandon Brock, winner of Tuesday night's Truck Series race. Let him cook. Wes Stagner in here says, let's go, Pubert, take the W. He's talking about Eric Johnson. Derek said 2 years running as a voicemail. Tim Fillmore with the comment. I love it. Eric Sweet Heat Johnson. And we will be using that throughout the night. Stolen, stamped it, double stamped it.
You know, I'm a fan of the original Skittles. I don't like any other variant of the Skittles other than regular Skittles.
That's not good. You need to broaden your horizon a little bit.
I don't know.
Josh Newman just gets a little loose, snappy tight. Ryan Everhard out here in the Bass Pro Tracker Boats paint scheme. Mike Stevens says he likes the wild berries. I'm gonna say I'm not like a huge Skittles fan, but like every now and then. Now the question is, are you a sit there and pick one at a time Skittles eater, or are you a handful?
Man, there's only one flavor, and it's a handful. I don't pick and choose, Dustin. I just grab a handful of Skittles of all different colors and eat them.
You don't even know what you're tasting at that point then. I'm like
I'm
one at a
tasting
time.
Skittles. I'm tasting Skittles.
Tasting Skittles.
Hey, you should watch me eat the kids' gummies.
He said my favorite flavor is sugar.
That's right. Oh, when I eat the kids' gummies, I just ripped a bag open and eat all the gummies at one time. Some people call me psycho.
Carrie Stimpley says you gotta sort the flavors and eat them worst to the best. Or you give the worst ones to the kids and they think that they're getting a treat, and then you're sitting there with the dad tax just snacking. See if Josh Newman goes back out or not.
Yeah, he's sitting on the end of pit road. He's got one time already. And yeah, he's still got one lap left. And nope, he's done.
And while we wait for the drivers to go through their meeting and grid up here, talk about the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds a little bit more. The Rhododendron Festival starts Saturday, and that goes all the way through May 11th. So you got plenty of time to go see that, but don't wait. Beat the crowd. Go get it today. And then April 18th through the 19th, the Georgia Mountain Fair Spring Yard Sale. Go get you some of that. And then what else they got? The Hiawassee Rodeo, May 24th and 25th. Can't forget that. Let's see, what do we got here? Mike Stevens, let's start with Derek's comment. That's very diverse of Adam right there. Mike Stevens says, I agree with Carrie. My OCD won't allow randomness. Carrie says they need to bring back the sour ones. Yes, Mike, OCD controls me. Haha. Kelby in the chat says, are you using auto-tune? No, that's just me. I got the T-Pain voice. I put you to sleep.
No, we're not using auto-tune.
That's right.
Hey, we got B-Dubs Welchel on the track for his qualifying lap.
Let's take a peep. His signature full throttle Coca-Cola car. But we're getting ready to close this qualifying out here soon. So, folks, go grab your snacks and grab your favorite beverage. Sit down. You're not going to want to miss this race. It was a wild ride Tuesday night. Gator Grizzle says, you sound crisp. That's because I have a very, very nice mic. I'm not sponsored by them, but shout out to HyperX. And then Carrie Stimpley says, beautiful vocals. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was talking about you, Adam.
That's right.
Give us a nice rendition of your favorite song real quick, dang old son.
And I will always love you. There we go.
Beautiful.
That's it. Encore, encore, encore.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam has left the building.
That's right. And if I call Derek's phone and my voice is on that voicemail, we're gonna have problems.
I should call it and he should just send me the voicemail. I'll put it on speakerphone and 100% you will hear Mariah Carey. No lie.
There's nothing wrong with a little Mariah. Unless you ask Nick Cannon.
Right. You remember back in the day, this is going to show the age a little bit, but back in the day, that's what the voicemails were about. You would sit there and be like, hey, this is Dustin. Leave me a message after the song. And then you put it up to have your favorite song playing there and just make people listen to like... I
don't want no scrubs.
Right? Like a minute long.
Good old times.
Mike Stevens says from Mariah to Whitney. Come on. Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun tonight, folks. Keeping it light. Derek says, let's go Stimpley. Chase Stimpley, been a fan for days. For days. Yeah, it won't let me change the camera view right now. Unfortunately, it's night, so everything is dark except for the track. And we'll get this sorted out once we can do the lineups and whatnot.
30 seconds left before we take the grid.
That's a good question. Who's picking who? You know who I got tonight? I'm going to go with two drivers, either Johnson or Brock.
You know, I'm gonna have to counter with that. And I'm going to have to go with Drew Kuhn or Brian Zimmer.
And Carrie Stimpley says, I'm picking Chase. That's a little biased, Carrie.
Man, yeah, you can't do that.
And Mike Stevens says, of course you are. It's all in fun, folks. Drivers are now gridding up. But you know what that means. Let's get it.
In motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
All right, we've got the
I just
grid.
got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
Thanks, Kevin James, for that great introduction. Eric Johnson takes the pole here at the last Great Coliseum tonight. Brandon Brock in second. Charles Wilson, the feature driver of the evening, in third. Ronnie Welchel in fourth. Drew Kuhn, the serial killer, he's in fifth. Brian Gallardo in sixth. Seventh goes to Ryan Everhard. Eighth will go to Brian B-Dubs Welchel. Ninth, Brian Zimmer. 10th goes to Josh Newman. 11th, Jason Anderson. Carrie Stimpley's pick, Chase Stimpley. No surprise there. He's in 12th. 13th goes to Anthony Bennett. 14th, Adam Keene. Terry Litweiler in 15th. 16th will go to Daniel Veerkamp, and that will be your drivers for this evening. If you got a favorite driver, drop them down in the comments, and we'll make sure we get them on the camera. Let's take a look at the track temp and everything going on out here for week 6 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Track temperature is 70 degrees, so nice and cool out here for these drivers. 90% humidity, 68 in the air with a 3-mile-an-hour wind. Carrie says she picks Charles if she can't pick Chase.
We got 2 Kyle Busch themes.
On the front
And they're
row.
both on the front row.
23
I
folks
guess you
watching.
Can't go there. Can't go wrong there.
Thanks so much for checking us out. If you haven't already, hit that subscription button, drop a comment, let us know you're here. Let us know if it's your first time or not.
I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please? Yeah, the ladies want to come. You've been thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. Yeah, thunderstruck.
All right, here we go. I'm ready. You ready, Dustin?
Oh, I'm ready.
This is going to be wild. All right, here goes pace car. Eric Johnson's going to lead them.
Barney
Away
waving
they
the
go.
flag.
Brandon Brock not wasting any time whatsoever. Neither is Mr. Ronnie Welchel. Pulled up the second.
Whoa!
Oh, man, we got a nasty one there. Jason Andrews, one of the newer drivers to Outcast.
Let's take a look and see what happened real quick, and then we'll pull one of these drivers in. Whoa, that's not what we want. Jason Anderson in the 28. Cold tires, not enough grip just yet. Oh, yeah, gets on the...
Oh, we got the apron, yep.
Some Little bit of extra help from the 17 and the 7 and the 57 was that?
Yeah. You know, if I was this, yeah, see the 57 back there. No, that's not the 57. 57's up front. He's running fourth.
Well, whoever it was, they parted the seas
Yeah.
like Moses here.
That'd be the 71 of Terry Litweiler.
Yeah, man.
If I would have been the 7, I'd have plowed right into him.
Let's bring Terry Litweiler in here. Hey, Terry, it's Dustin and Adam in the booth. You got us?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, man, it's going. We're first caution of the night. We've seen a lot of this Tuesday night. What's going to be your plan for the evening?
We're going to hang back here in the back and just wreck avoidance for the first 100, 120. And then we'll start the race. But we gotta have some patience out here early.
Yeah, just got lucky there and avoided one wreck already, so far so good.
Yeah, hopefully there's not too many more to come, but it is Bristol, so we'll see how we do.
Oh yeah, man. Any special strategy you got for tonight, or is it just going to be just to avoid the wrecks, or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be patient this first 100, 150. It's a long race, 250 at Bristol, and it's definitely gonna come down to a tire wear. So we'll see how we do. We'll see what the race pace does. If these guys fall in line and have some patience, I think we'll be in good place. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, the car's looking good, man. Hopefully you can keep it that way, and we'll let you get back. Who are you sitting in there with again? Jason? I don't remember which race group you were in. Do you remember? Terry?
No.
Who were you talking to? And I wonder if you were in. Does it matter? I'll move you with Jason if you want.
No, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Terry Litweiler. Hopefully you heard it from him. Hopefully he can keep it clean and green. Eric Johnson out to a nice start. Man, he turned on the jets. Check out Ronnie Welchel in the 62.
Oh, this is right in Ronnie's wheelhouse right here. Getting that consistency down, man, this is what he's about.
Drew Kuhn working on the 57 of Wilson. All right, so we had some comments coming out. Johnson with that pole position, let's go, says Wes. Kerry says, is Bristol just hard because it's smaller, or is there more to it? I think, for me, I think it's a little more challenging because there's such a high banking in the turns, and when you're in the cockpit, it's hard to see around that turn, and if something happens up there, it's going to be hard to avoid that wreck here. Matter of fact, let's go on board with Charles Wilson so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh. And you got a little bit better view in this, but when you're going at these speeds, it's hard to see all the way around the turn. Like once they get spread out, let's see.
It's a lot harder when somebody's on your outside, though, when you're battling. You know, if you're single screen or you have triples a little bit better, but it's not as realistic per se because, you know, the drivers can't really turn their head in real life.
You know, I've always wondered that with the drivers in real life because they have that Hans device strapped to them. And
yeah, they can't turn left. They can't turn left or right.
Their seat is hugging them so tight, and then they also have the headrest, and they just can't move. So
the NASCAR guys, you know, they run everyone runs the Hans device, but short track guys, at least around here, they run like it's called a Simpson, and it's just some straps in the back that come up over. Mm-hmm. It's just like a belt that you wear around your chest, and that gives you a little bit more wiggle room as far as your neck rotation goes.
And with it being a smaller track and all the power that these cars have, it's very easy to spin it out, getting on the throttle, trying to put the throttle down.
The G-forces.
Yeah.
That's what they protect against, the G-forces of the crashes.
Look at Brian Welchel on the move, trying to put the move on his father.
Spin him.
Brandon Brock up here looking for the lead for the first time tonight.
Yep, side by side. And I'm sure Eric's going to give it to him.
I think Eric's just saving his stuff here. Long way to go. Brandon Brock, your new leader. How about Drew Kuhn up to third? He was doing really well Tuesday night and then got mixed up in a couple incidents. And Kerry says, yeah, definitely some blind spots on the bottom left of the track parts. Yeah, and each car is different, especially in the next gen with the banner that they have over the front of the car, over the front of the windshield. It's really hard to see all the way around the turn.
Yeah, and the A-pillar. A lot of the cars that you do race have a really wide A-pillar, like the super late models and stuff like that. And the Gen 4 car that these guys are racing tonight got a really wide A-pillar.
Brock growing his lead out here right now. Chase Stempley making moves in the back. Stempley up to sixth.
You know, what I like seeing is different from what we saw in the truck race. When these guys make the moves in these Gen 4 cars that I'm seeing now, is they're holding the bottom. The car likes the bottom.
That was hard to do in Tuesday night's race. But yeah, Kerry,
Right.
Good question. Thanks for the question. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate it. We got some side-by-side action here. Drew Kuhn,
Yep.
62 of Ronnie Welchel.
It seems like they're just as fast on the bottom as they are on the top of these cars.
Was talking to Eric Johnson before the race, and he was saying these drivers are going to get about 80 laps to a tank of fuel,
That's right.
and that on the long runs, these cars are tending to push right because they lose that front tire grip, where the left rear was the problem in Tuesday night's race. The right front's going to be the big issue tonight.
Right. And these cars have got like 800 horsepower too, so when you get low on fuel, man, these things are going to get really loose also.
Chase Stempley heading
If
up
you're-
the bottom.
if
He's
you're
to the
saving.
top. Sorry to cut you off, Adam. He just put the twofer on.
Yep, he tried it and he got it. You could see he was starting to get a little tight there behind him.
Now he's trying to get up to the bumper of the 18.
Yep, he's addicted to that clean air, man. What can you say?
Yeah, man, don't look now, Eric. You got the slap wagon in your mirror. Now he's on your outside.
Yep, it's either going to be a slap or a tickle. We don't know yet.
Brian Welchel.
A firm back slap.
That's right. Brian Welchel just gave Stempley a back slap.
Yes, he did. That ain't the first one. I've seen numerous.
We got some battles here. Adam Keene getting to the bumper of Ronnie Welchel there in that 62. And then we got some side-by-side with Charles Wilson in the 55.
Yeah. No, 57 and the 55.
And right behind them, how about Daniel Veerkamp working that high line? Look at the run he got. That's huge. Remember,
He's running a tick higher than everybody else too.
drivers only have 2 sets of over-the-wall tires.
Oh man, that's terrible. That's critical.
Tire management will be key tonight. Your biggest mover of the race, Chase Stempley, he's up to second place. He's up 10 spots. I was watching Chase's stream earlier before we got on here, and he ran a couple races at Bristol in the B cars. That would be the Xfinity car. So he's put a little
terrible
practice out there.
combination. Terrible combination.
Oh yeah, he got involved in a wreck.
For me, anyway.
Carrie Stempley says it'll be 2 for 1. Oh yeah, he got that on sale. Brian Zemer putting the moves on. Now he's up there. Top 5 for him.
That's one of my picks.
Zemer is on the hunt. Now he's looking to get around Johnson. Zemer to the high line. Johnson on the brakes. You seen that nose just dive down.
Johnson running a little bit of a diamond pattern now.
Chase Stempley half second behind the 3.
Got a car in the wall up here in front of the leaders. He's staying high.
Jason Anderson.
Anderson, yeah.
He's just a little off pace tonight. It's early. We get another caution. He could get his lap back. The one of Newman's going around. Now Bennett. Riding on board with Daniel Veerkamp. He just had some side-by-side action going on in front of him, so I figured this would be the spot to look. Whoa!
Oh, nice.
17 gets
Nice
a little
check
loose.
up there for the 17. He's on the bumper of him.
Carrie Stempley asked, does Johnson have damage? We'll take a look at that here in a second. 28 looks like he's going down pit road. I don't think he got in the wall or anything, but let me do my camera magic here and see if we can see anything.
Oh no, he's shiny.
That's clean. Well, we'll do this though. We're gonna go on board with him on the roll bar. Drew Kuhn made this paint scheme here at Pinnacle Wraps. So when you run a Pinnacle, you drive Distinction, and man, he customized everything in this car down to the shifter. Check it out.
Wow, that looks sweet.
Ryan Eberhard putting the pressure on the 2 of Veerkamp. Terry Litweiler hanging out and just being patient. Uh-oh. Chase Stempley up here battling for the lead. He's going to make that pass. I'm telling you, man, there's something about that 91 in this Gen 4. A man is on a mission. She said, no, it's just the way the light's reflecting and the paint flow. Mixed with my
Oh, we
poor
got a
eyesight.
spin.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a spin.
Brian Gallardo. Doesn't look like it's
It was a
too
checkup
terrible.
that caused that. And I believe the 5 got into the back of him.
There you go. Taking a live, well, not a live, taking a replay. The 5 got a little loose. Yep, check up, and then the 5 is nowhere to go. Luckily, kind of stays off the wall. I don't think it's going to be too terrible. I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Out front. All right, let's bring Eric Johnson in here. Make sure I remember which he's in the live streaming one. So, Eric, it's Dustin and Adam in the booth, man. How's it going?
How we doing, guys?
Good. We're looking at this sweet paint scheme you got tonight, and you started up front, and then you kind of fell back. What's the play there? Just saving tires, or?
Yeah, they're just going a little harder than I want to go right now, just for this reason right here. I mean, yeah, they pulled a 2-second gap, but here we are. We're stacked back up.
That's
They
right.
use more? We'll find out.
They did. They did use more. I promise you they did.
Yeah. We were just trying to focus on staying on the bottom there. Just it's a long race, man. And last Tuesday we got beat by a little bit of tire advantage, and you know what? We're gonna play the game.
Yeah, man. No tires this time, just fuel.
Just fuel, baby. Gas me up.
All right, man. Well, hopefully we don't get too many more of these, but we've seen Tuesday night it can be a doozy here on this short track. But
I might tell you this Gen4 is a lot more stable than what that truck was. The truck was just so loose on entry and center, and it's just real tough combo. And this one's a little more stable on your entry. So it kind of trends more tight than loose, to be honest. And I think hopefully after a couple quick cautions here, we probably should stretch out a bit.
oh yeah, we get that, and then it's gonna be if everybody can keep it underneath them. What happened to Stempley there?
I'm not sure. I think he's just on the outside. He's lollygagging a bit here.
Okay. Well, man, I think you're probably you're my pick tonight, so don't let me down.
Hey, it's too early. It's too early.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We got a lot of racing left here.
For sure. Well, as you get stacked back up, we'll let you get back to it, and good luck, man.
Hey, as always, appreciate you guys, and
Yes, sir.
keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Green flag, green flag.
There's Eric Johnson, everybody. He's gonna. Oh, Drew Kuhn gets a little
Oh,
loose
man.
and spins the slap wagon. Oof.
Spun the tires.
That stacked up like the whole field. Let's take a look.
And you know who benefited from that? The 18.
The 18. Watch Drew Kuhn here as he goes to get on it. Like Adam says, spins it a little bit. Oh no! Well, two things
he
happened
did.
there.
Yeah, but that one in front of Stempley had nothing to do with that.
And the
Oh, we got
55's on its lid.
The 55.
Oh, we got to go back to that. Who was behind the 55? Let's go back and see who was on the 55 behind him. Two. Oh, that's not the angle we want. Let's see if we can. Oh,
Dude,
the 7. Let's
5.
go on with the 7 here. Let's rewind it a little bit.
Where are you going?
Oh wow,
You're looking like a turtle.
he's on his lid, y'all. This ain't Sunday Fun Day, so I don't think these guys will hit him and get him back upright. I think he's gonna have to tow. Right, under caution again. Who do we
Okay.
got?
Some lessons were learned here.
Who can we bring in?
I'd let these guys figure this out right quick. They're
Actually-
discussing amongst themselves right
Wait.
now.
Is Drew talking?
Yes.
All right, because I'm just gonna pull him in. Once he's off the mic, let me know.
All right, you're good.
Hey, Drew, Dustin, and Adam in the booth, man. What's happening?
Oh, that was bad. That was bad, gentlemen.
Oh, what had happened there? Did you just spin the tires, or?
Yep. And I knew better. That's what I just goosed it instead of easing into it, and you can't do that in these cars.
Yeah.
And yep.
Unfortunate, but it looks like you're getting some of the damage fixed. How much do you got?
I had a little over a minute worth. I'm gonna head out before I go a lap down.
Right on. Well, you'll be okay. We'll let you get back at it. We're going green here. Good luck, man.
Oh well, I'm a lap down now, so it don't matter.
All right.
I'll just sit here, I guess. Hope for some lucky dogs.
Were you in there with Ryan or Anthony?
Anthony.
Alrighty. Well, good luck, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Unfortunate for Drew Kuhn. Brandon Brock out to a big lead. Brian Dubs behind him, and he's getting some pressure from the 2. Caution laps go by real quick here.
Yeah, that's right, they do.
Let's see, Chase has got some damage on the car still on that front left. We get another caution or so, and he might be able to get that fixed.
Let's look at his lap times here. Man, I don't know if I'd risk it, Dustin. His lap times are running the same as the leaders, if not faster. Doesn't look like it's hurting him much.
These 2 drivers out front have not pitted yet for fuel, so if we get a green flag run here, they're going to have to pit, I'd say, within 20-25 laps.
Yeah, yeah.
That might not be good. Phantom 79 says, I'm here. What I missed? Well, you've missed, 3 cautions, Adam, so far?
Yeah.
3 cautions. Brandon Brock up front. Chase Stimpley got some damage on the last caution. Was caused by Drew Kuhn spinning the tires, and then there was another driver that got loose as well. It kind of wadded up the whole
Brian Walchel. He got into the wall, but he collected it.
Yeah, he's up here. I don't think he's got any damage.
No, he just scraped it. Lucky for him, though, he was on the outside.
Charles Wilson got a little bit of damage on that car. The damage to the 55.
I'm going to be honest. That's what Brandon Brock wanted to see. He may not admit it, but that's what he wanted to see.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, some heavy hitters got involved in that.
Veerkamp with a nice run on Welchel.
Oh, Veerkamp's going to take it right here. Welchel missed the corner on entry. And looks like Stimpley's going to take it as well. Not quite clear, though. All right, Stimpley's picked up 3rd place now.
Veerkamp to 2nd. This is probably his best run of the season so far.
Yeah, he's been caught up in some accidents as well.
I'm telling you, any driver in this league, it can be their moment at any time. They all have speed out here.
Oh, every one of them. Every one of the guys are very, very competitive, very consistent, and more or less patient.
Brandon Brock out here got a nice little, almost a little more in the second lead, almost a second and a half. Stinfley working on the 2.
Adam
Stinfley
King
gonna have the inside.
working on B-Dub Welchel.
Yeah, man, these cars got damage and they're driving like they have none. Maybe the damage is helping them. In some cases, that is true. The damage can affect the aero and make the car handle a little bit better. So, look at Keane driving around the 2. Makes me wonder if he got tires on that last pit stop.
Well, I'm just sitting here contemplating that right now. He's way faster than these guys.
He's like
I guarantee you,
2/10 faster.
Yep. If he got clean air, I think he'd be gone.
He's getting ready to put it on Stinfley.
The way he's exiting straight, Stinfley holding him down. Yeah, the way he's exiting a little lower than everybody else suggests that he's got pressure tires. Oh, and Stinfley gets into the 17 of Adam Keane. Man.
Opens the door for Johnson.
Oh, 17, yep. Chase Stinfley said, hey, you can have it back. That was his fault. So Stinfley gives it back, which falls into the clutches of the 18 Eric Johnson.
He mic up and say that?
Yes, he did. Yep, he willingly gave the spot back.
Now Adam Keane got a big gap to close. 2 seconds. Phantom 79 says it's tickle time. That reminds me of some Power Ranger stuff. Who's your favorite Ranger, folks? Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Hold on. I mean, there's only 2 sets of Power Rangers. The Gen 1 and the Gen 2.
Beer Camp looking to get around Gallardo. Gallardo is a lap down.
The 3 on pit road right now.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
The 53. Something's wrong with the 53, Dustin.
He's on pit road too.
Yeah, but he was going extremely slow. He was down to, I don't know, 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour.
Adam Keane, your new leader. Brandon Brock having to go all the way around those pits. He's going to go a couple laps down here and hope that it stays green. If we get a caution here, he's going to be pinned down. He might have to stay out and try to get a couple waiver rounds. But if we go green, this could be in his favor, depending on strategy. This Phantom 79 says, I watch Voltron, not Power Rangers. I like the White Ranger or the Green Ranger. Same character.
They're same guy, Tommy. You know, I still never beat that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie game.
That's good. You know what else was a good game? How about the Ninja Turtles? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Eric Johnson currently in second. He's hunting down Adam Keane. You see, watch that gap close there. Ronnie Welchel a lap down. There's only 6 cars on the lead lap. Let's go through them. Keane, your leader, we just seen him. Johnson, Stinfley in third. Daniel Veerkamp in fourth. Charles Wilson in fifth. Terry Litweiler in sixth. Litweiler tried to avoid the damage. He said he was going to be patient. He's got a little bit of damage, but it isn't terrible. Now remember, these laps times are about 15 seconds, give or take, depending on tires. So He's 12 seconds back from the leader, which means Adam Keene is coming up on him fast. Seeing a couple other drivers pit. Anthony Bennett, and Josh Newman. Derek says that game is a menace. Adam Keene going around lap traffic here. Oh, good luck. Oh, the 0-1. Newman is spinning.
How are you doing, bud?
That's not what Adam Keene wanted to see.
That's
He
not
wanted to
what
put
Brandon
everybody a
Rock
lap down.
wanted to see.
Oh, Brandon Brock, he's trapped.
He's trapped
2
a lap
laps
down. Yeah. He's going to have to try to
Man, oh
stay
man,
out
oh
for a
man.
wave around and then hope for another caution and get back up in front of Gallardo or Welchel.
This race has turned into who can stay out the longest.
We've seen that. What happened there? That was just Josh Newman on a self-spin. We'll take a look at it real quick, and then we'll get one of these drivers in here. Oh, yeah, just too hot on the center, on the entry. I'm surprised the caution came out for that. He stayed below the racing service.
And never stopped. Immediately went on the pit road. Oh man, I'm seeing something right now, Dustin.
What's that?
So, Stinfley passed Adam Keene on pit road. On the bottom, Adam Keene gave him room, but went above the blue commitment line.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure. Like, he rode it around for a good 4 or 5 seconds.
So he might get a black flag?
Yeah, I wonder if he'll get a black flag for that.
Not 100% sure there. Who can we get in here real quick? Let's get Brian Welchel in here. Hey, Brian, it's Dustin and Adam in the booth, man. Sorry to pull you in mid-conversation. How's it going?
Hey, guys. Pretty good. Well, I'd say pretty good, but, you know, y'all see what's happening, so.
It's crazy out there. I feel safe up here in the booth, though.
Oh, I'm sure it's very safe out here. It feels very, very, I don't know. It's not unsafe down here. We have pretty good control of our cars and everything. I think for the most part, it's not like the trucks were, but
yeah. So, well, hopefully you can keep this clean here. We were trying to get a short interview in with you. It looks like the lights are off. Okay, they extended it. You got any special strategy tonight, or are you just trying to avoid the trouble and save your tires?
I did have a strategy, you know, with my teammates and stuff, but me being way up here in the front, I wasn't expecting that. Kind of threw off the strategy a bit, and then had me not pay attention to my gas. I ran out of gas, so I had to get towed back to the pit. I just couldn't make it, and that was it was a fatal mistake for the night. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I still got my chin up. Plan on finishing strong.
Okay. Well, yeah. Hopefully. Okay, man, it's showing you 8 laps down. I don't know if we're gonna get that many cautions, but
yeah, I'm hurting, but it was my fault. You know what I mean? You live, you learn. I got in the heat of the moment and wasn't launching, you know, my fuel gauge. Didn't listen to my crew chief, so it is what it is.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you talking to us. Good luck out there.
All right, man. You have fun.
You too. Go. Brian Welchel, he's laps down. Right now we got the battle up front. Stinfley to the lead from the outside. Adam, you think that outside lane has an advantage over the inside lane on the restarts?
I believe on the restart, yes.
That was kind of a weird stack up, though. You had Welchel up front.
Yeah, it was.
over some of the other drivers. I thought he was on the lead lap there for a moment, which is why I chose to bring him in here. Had I known that, I would have brought somebody else in. But that's okay. I like talking to him. He's a good dude. All these drivers, man, are nice guys. Oh, the 3 getting loose.
Yeah, that's stacked up the 62 and the 21.
Brandon Brock, I think he did get a wave around. Or maybe he didn't. He's 2 laps down. Oh.
Oh, the 5 pulls down below. He just lets him go. So,
That
hey,
could
here
have
you
got
go.
bad.
No, Brandon Brock's still 2 laps down. He's hurting.
Ronnie Welch's going to be your lucky dog if we get a caution here and if he keeps it clean during said caution. Drivers, even though they're laps down, they are driving fairly aggressive.
Yeah, Mr. Ronnie, he's for sure going to be the lucky dog if he doesn't get any incidents. You know, he's the only one that's 1 lap down. Everybody else is 2, 4, 5, 8, and 11. So there's no hope for them guys, but we'll see. Still got a long ways to go.
That's right, long way to go.
We're almost halfway.
You know what, Adam, how about this guy? We spoke to him earlier. He said his strategy was to keep it clean. Check him out up here in 3rd place, Terry Litweiler.
Yeah.
Brandon Brock
71 is
trying to get a lap
moving.
back the old-fashioned way.
I mean, look at this. Zimmer, Bennett, Brock, Welchel, Kuhn, all numerous laps down.
Chase Stinfley out to a huge lead. I think he may have got tires on that last stop. He's out to 3-second lead over Terry Litweiler. Terry Litweiler in 2nd place now. Eric Johnson got lap car trouble around him, except for Veerkamp and Gallardo, the 2 and the 50. So that's for position. The 18, 2, and 50 fighting for position. Ah, Charles Wilson, too, on the high side. He's also up there for position right here. Drew Kuhn is the lap car. Wilson making the high line work, trying to get around Veerkamp.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Kuhn's holding Wilson up. I mean, he's pulling away. But Wilson's just playing it safe. He's giving him plenty of room, more room than he should, just to try to stay out of that trouble.
Just a really clean driver, and I don't think he wants any more damage on that car.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's giving him plenty of room. He's going to grab the spot over the 2, I believe. 2 starting to get a little loose on the bottom.
On board with Brian Gallardo as we do the battle for position here. He dives it deep. 2 gets around Johnson.
Yep. 2 made up 2 positions right there. And is gone.
And now Gallardo to the high line to get around Johnson.
Well, we heard it from Eric. He said he's going to run his own race.
But you know what? I'm not too worried about that. He, every race so far, you know, he starts out.
He's finished in the top 3.
Yeah, he finishes up there. So he's got a strategy. Chase out here putting him down. Oh, look at that. Brandon Brock about to try to get a lap back the old-fashioned way. No pressure on Stinfley here.
Well, that's going to put him just 1 lap down, which means he's fighting for the lucky dog.
Yeah, he needs to make this move and make it quick. Stempley just much better run. Try to see if Brandon Brock can get around him here. If he can get around him and then stay out for a waiver round. You know, he does not want to see no caution here because I think he's cooked these tires up trying to get up here.
I would have too. I mean, this is his only shot to win.
Yep.
Is to get back on the lead lap.
And then hope for a couple other cautions real quick. Because even if he gets the lucky dog, then he starts at the tail end of the line, so it's going to be pretty wild here. Chase Stempley out to a 5-second lead over Terry Litweiler. How about Ronnie Welchel coming up on the 3? Ronnie looking to get his lap back the old-fashioned way as well. They need to get on the radio and be like, hey, Chase, why don't you let us by one time?
Yep.
Chase Stempley coming into lap traffic. This might help Brandon Brock and gang out. Wilson about to go a lap down. Brandon Brock doing everything he can to get up to Chase. Eric Johnson in front of Stempley. Stempley trying to put it 3 wide. Johnson's going to go a lap down. 4 cars on the lead lap right now.
Man, oh man.
Chase is checking out. Terry Litweiler's closed the gap because due to that lap traffic.
These guys are doing everything they can to try to get their laps back.
Four cars on the lead lap. Stempley, Litweiler, Veerkamp, Gallardo. Adam Keene just won a lap down. Ugh, excuse me. Need to drink another drink of some Pepsi.
Sounds like you're just about to hit puberty, Dustin.
Right? Well, I hit it last week and it's still not complete, so bear with me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
40-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And it's finally coming around. Clean, green runs, blah, 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 blah. We're going to go...
Ronnie Welch's putting them... Trying to put them 3 wide to try to get that position for the lucky dog. He makes it happen, though. All right, and Mr. Ronnie needs to let the 55 go because he is not fighting for the lucky dog, but he just needs to stay in front of that 17 just in case the caution comes out.
Oh, yeah. Ronnie, Adam, Eric, Charles all a lap down right now.
Right, but the 91's, he's on the same straightaway as the 50 now.
Terry Litweiler finally getting through that lap traffic there.
All right, I got some call outs.
Let's hear it.
For pitting. Oh, we got Adam King going around. Oh, man.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
There's the
Ready with
caution,
ready with
and
what's up, guys?
Welchel will get
Gonna drop down some oil
his
pressure
lap back.
here.
Now the question is, do these other guys that are one lap down stay out and try to get a wave around?
Man, Dustin, the 3 got into the 17.
Let's take a look.
All right, it's on this next corner. After this next corner here.
Oh,
Yep.
53 gets into him with some net code. And then the 3 gets him.
That's the best possible spot for them to touch right there. Was nose to tail. Because they lift the car up.
I'd like to bring Daniel in here, but he is muted. Let's bring Ronnie in. Hey, Ronnie, Dustin and Adam in the booth. What's happening, man?
Oh, it's a little tender down here.
It's a little crazy out there, but you, my friend, are the lucky dog. You're just a lucky dog.
Yeah. Oh.
Got a little bit of damage on the nose. Don't seem to affect your car too much. You still got plenty of speed out there. You think you got anything for these boys in the last 100 laps?
I don't know. I think I'm going to go in here and get me a little gas. Then close the pits. Yeah, I got one more set of tires. If I get them the right time, I think we'll be all right.
Well, all right, man. Well, we just wanted to pull you in for a minute. And, hey, one more quick question in case we don't get to talk to you at the end of the race. Friday night, the All Nashville Roadshow. Are you going?
I don't know if I'm going to get to go or not. I'm going to try. But, yeah, it's going to be a good show, I understand. So I'm going to try to make it.
Well, all right, man. If you guys want to go and check that out, like I said, GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com. Get your tickets today. All right, Ronnie, we'll let you get back to it, man. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Ronnie Welchel, everybody, running the Hiawassee, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds paint scheme.
Justin,
I think it's just Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds.
The 18 ran out of fuel and had to be pushed down pit road by Adam King.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yep, he said he was pitting in, and then the caution came out. And, I mean, he's the second or third driver to cut it that close.
Check this out. Terry Litweiler up here, Daniel Veerkamp, and Ronnie Welchel are your 4. But like I said, you get the lucky dog, and you are going towards the back. So he's going to have to just be patient here and avoid the trouble. And try not to go a lap down. Beautiful looking car, by the way, done by Pinnacle Reps, Drew Kuhn. Go follow that guy on Facebook, Instagram. And I'm sure there's another spot that I'm missing, but
Discord.
Yeah, Discord. Pinnacle Reps.
All right.
Pace car's off. Here we go.
Green flag.
Big jump by the 91. '71 just did not get going.
Look at the speed Chase Stimpley has. Oh, Daniel Veerkamp slideways out of the turn.
Ooh, close one.
Phantom 79 says, gotta love that net code. I think I missed that comment. That was a few laps ago, or a couple cautions ago. Or no, that was this caution, wasn't it?
Yep.
Charles Wilson up here. He's a lap down. That's going to be your new lucky dog if we get another one, as long as he can keep it clean. Veer Camp on the hunt, trying to get some of the slap wagon. $20 folks watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to all the fans, all the subscribers for 0X Media. Chase Stinfley on a whole nother level right now. He's just steady pulling away. I thought maybe that last run was going to ruin it for him, but man is on a mission. And he's got damage too. Driver's side front and the passenger rear.
Eric Johnson trying to get his lap back. He's pushing really hard right now, trying to get it fastest on the track by over 2/10. He just passed Daniel Veerkamp, the second place runner, and closing on Chase Stinfley with a quickness. He's already made up half the distance on Stinfley in just about a corner. That's going to put him on one lap down.
We need to see it. We need more cars on the lead lap. Yeah, you see it right there. He's cooking. Stinfley going to give up the bottom. Johnson now one lap down.
She gone.
Now that he's gotten around him, you think he's going to be conserving a little bit or no?
I wouldn't.
I think he might be sitting on another set of tires. I don't know if he's taken 2 sets or if he's only taken 1. I bet he's only taken 1. Ronnie Welchel 12 seconds back. I mean, Stinfley's getting close to him. Now Johnson around him. So if Stinfley gets to Ronnie, which I think he will here directly, see he's not too far behind.
Yeah, about a second, half a second behind.
Stinfley's on a mission tonight. Ronnie Welchel in the wall a little bit. Now Welchel a lap down. Only 3 cars on the lead lap. We probably got 1 more pit stop. And these drivers can make it. But you see what happens when you pit under green and then the caution comes out. You get trapped all these laps down and it's just so hard to make up. Jason Anderson says, thanks for the great work, guys. I had to park it early. I just didn't have what it took to compete tonight, and I definitely didn't want to be the reason for ruining others' playoff push. Hey, man, appreciate you coming out, and hey, man, there's always next week. Speaking of next week, let's see where the drivers are heading.
Phoenix.
That's right. Phoenix Raceway Oval, and that is the 2008 version. So, old school.
Yeah, you just thought this track was tough.
see here. All right, while we're under green, let's get a commercial break in real quick. Shout out to all the sponsors, Outcast, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, and 0X. Terry Litweiler on pit road. We'll be right back. You won't miss a thing as we go side by side.
Would you like your advertisement on our stream? Reach out to us on Facebook. Now, let's get back to the action with Dustin and Adam.
Thanks for sticking with us for that commercial break. And we have a new leader, Daniel Veerkamp, and Johnson looking to get around. Johnson back on the lead lap, gets it back the hard way.
How about that?
He was 2 laps down, folks. Drove 2 laps around. And then in the meantime, we had Chase Stimpley and Litweiler pit. Litweiler went 3 laps down. Chase Stimpley had a better pit stop and only went 2 laps down. Now, Stimpley did take tires. You've seen that. And now he's going to be cooking once these tires heat up. So he gets around Veerkamp.
Yeah, looks like Terry also took tires, Justin.
Chase Stimpley's going to be gone. He's still a lap down, though. He's got to go all the way back around and then some. But he's working his way around. He's got to get around Keene and Gallardo to be in position for the lucky dog. And here comes Daniel Veerkamp down pit road. Folks, these are the last pit stops of the evening. And while he comes down pit road, you're going to have a new leader here in about 5 seconds. Eric Johnson from 2 laps down to the lead. I'm curious to see. Veerkamp's got to be sitting on a set of tires, you would think.
You know, I bet a bunch of these guys didn't think this is how their race was going to go tonight.
There he is, Veerkamp taking tires.
Oh, he's got to.
Eric Johnson in the lead. Then you have Gallardo back here battling. Terry Litweiler on freshies. He's going to get the run here. Try to get around Gallardo.
He's doing it cautiously, though. The other guys were really, really aggressive trying to get around these cars.
Chase Stimpley only back 12 seconds. Splits at 3 wide.
See how aggressive they're trying to be to get all their laps back?
What a shot that was. Right place, right time for the cameraman. Nice work there.
They don't have any time to waste. They've got to make the move when it presents itself, or they may not have enough time.
I think Johnson's got to be hoping for a caution. Because if he pits, you've seen what happens. You go like 2 laps down. So, and that's with a clean stop.
Chase Stempley back on the lead lap.
Yeah, only 10 seconds back from the leader. He's closing the gap. Gary Stempley in the chat says, "What a move, Chase." Man, this guy, he just acts like he drove this car before, right? Nah, man, he's a great driver. Josh Newman on pit road. He's getting tires. This will be his last stop of the race. Curious to know how much fuel Johnson's sitting on.
Oh, he filled it up. Had to have. But I don't think he's going to make it all the way. He's going to have to pit.
His last stop was at 147, so yeah, he's going to be like 20 laps short, I think.
Yeah. He has been on the track for 52 laps.
So he's got another like 28 or so to go.
He's letting Brian Zimmer go.
Stempley still on the move.
There goes Litweiler.
Litweiler now only 1 lap down. Ryan Eberhard getting around the 18. He's still multiple laps down, but man, hats off to the guy for sticking out and learning. I mean, you know, he might not be in contention for a win or anything like that, but there's still a lot to learn for next time when he comes here. Brian Welchel into the wall. Chase Stempley getting around Gallardo. Now he's only 4 seconds back.
Now he's 3 seconds back.
What a rocket ship. Go ahead, Adam. Give me your Trump impression. What a rocket. The best.
Do not have a Trump impression. All right, Chase Stempley to the bumper of Eric Johnson.
Question is, inside or outside, pick your poison.
Oh, he's going to set him up. He's going to do the inside.
Chase Stempley back to the lead. No surprise there. The slap wagon is on fire right now. Eric Johnson just hoping for a caution. I think if Johnson can get his caution before he needs to come in for fuel, he's got about probably 10 laps or so. Maybe 20. He might have the tire advantage over Chase.
Yeah, he definitely will. You just can't let him get it too far ahead.
New driver Brian Gallardo out here running third, man. Oh, Newman a little loose on the low line.
Yeah, this is about the time where people start losing it.
Daniel Veerkamp, he's wanting a caution also. He'd be your lucky dog right now. How far back's Terry? Terry's not too far behind. Litweiler, that is. Or Veerkamp. Chase Stimpley out to a massive 4-second lead. Uh-oh, there it is.
The yellow. Oh, man, the 0-1 of Newman.
So,
I just called it, too. This is the time where people start to lose it.
For the language of the spotter. He said, what the F was the caution for? Well, let's see. We seen him get loose in the turn earlier. And he just gets that left front on the apron, slow off the corner, and little help from B-Dubs.
Yeah, I don't think Brian Walchel was expecting him to come back up like he was. He got onto the apron, which really slowed that car up, and then he just kind of washed up, and Brian was there. There was nothing Brian could do.
Daniel Veerkamp's going to be your lucky dog. Let me see if I can bring him in if there's a way. He's got his mic muted, though, so I don't know if he can talk to us.
Yeah, I haven't heard him say anything.
Let me see. We'll try it. Hey, Daniel, it's Dustin and Adam. It shows that your mic's muted. We just don't know if it's working or not.
Hey, I hear you.
All right, appreciate that, man. We didn't know if you'd be able to unmute it or not. Man, lucky dog for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just avoided over here, so.
Hey, you're having a great run tonight. Are you sitting on any tires still?
No.
No.
No, I'm out. No, I made it 104 on the first set, so.
Yeah.
I think we're done now. Yeah,
well,
we're done.
Maybe not. I think you still got a chance to compete for a top 3. It's just going to be trying to make your way through the field.
Yeah, no, we're good. We stay on the lead lap. We're good. This will be the best finish in a while, so we'll take it.
Yeah, man, you're having a great run. It's great to see you running up front and keeping your composure through all this chaos.
Yeah, I'm sweating bullets, but we're doing all right.
Well, all right, man. Well, good luck to you the rest of the race. It was nice talking to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you after the race, and hopefully you can get that 3rd place.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see you then. Thank you, guys.
All right, good luck, Daniel.
Good luck.
I'm going. They're going to figure you out.
Oops. I'm fucking this all the way up. Oops. Sorry for the language, y'all.
All right, so they extended the yellow to try to get everybody in the position they're supposed to be in.
All right, did Eric come down pit road? I believe he did.
Yes, he did. He is on some freshies, sitting in P3, and looks like he's going to grab this win tonight.
Kyle Franklin says no apologies necessary. That's awesome. I was trying to move him to the right voice channel and I was messing it up. I forgot I was streaming for a second. But Kyle says Johnson on got tires. Let's go. Yeah, this is going to be a nice battle to the end. We got, you know what? How many laps left? 28, 27. Here we go, Chase Stimpley.
He's just got to pick and choose his battles here. Oh, and the 50 in the wall. Eric Johnson up to second. Fresh tires. Here he comes.
Stinfley's rolling though, but the gap is closing fast. As soon as I say that, the gap dies out.
Chase is on 45 lap old tires.
Johnson just needs a couple laps to get these tires warm though, and I think he'll be cruising.
I don't think he's going to be able to hold the 18 off.
We've talked to him many times throughout the season, just never once in victory lane yet. He's usually top 3 though. And look at him hunting down the old slap wagon. Chase getting a little loose on entry, giving it everything she's got. Johnson to the high line in the wall. Johnson on the outside. Johnson making the move. Stinfley down low. He's going to concede the position to Johnson. And Johnson's strategy pays off. 23 laps remain here at the last great Coliseum. Now it's Eric Johnson's turn to run away. I think he's just going to mind the gap, though. Because look at Stinfley. Even though he got passed, he's still holding in there. It's like Stinfley gets a little bit better run off the turn and catches him just a little, but then loses it on entry.
You know, I wish Beer Camp would have been a little bit closer, because let me tell you, that guy right there is putting down some heaters.
Now we were just talking about it.
But
He had to drive
way too far back.
He had to drive through the field and get around Gallardo, but Gallardo got into the wall on the restart, and that just opened it up. So now Veerkamp up to third. Kyle Franklin says it's a bummer for Chase. Hey man, Chase is your points leader. Chase is a pretty humble guy. I don't think he's just here for a good time and some good racing, I guarantee it. But he's not out of the fight just yet. You can see the gap isn't growing. And Johnson's going to have lap traffic to deal with, so.
Yeah, Johnson's just minding the gap, I assure you.
That's what I think I'd be doing if I was good at driving.
You never know, you might have another caution.
That's right.
The gap's not going to do you any good if the caution comes out.
The only downside to it that I can think of is, you know, if he keeps the gap close and they get up to a pile of lap cars and there's nowhere to go, Stinfley might be able to maneuver better and get around. It'd be like one bad decision from Eric, but you see now he's growing the gap a little bit.
Stinfley got loose on the exit there, too. Or oh, there's a caution.
There you go.
What do you think, bud? You think you're all right out there?
Adam
The 17.
Kyle Franklin says, yeah, Johnson's not pushing the car. Let's see what happened to Mr. Keene here. Speaking of Keene, where's Richard Keene been? Oh, Ronnie Welchel gets in the back of him. Maybe he just wasn't expecting the 17 to be that slow in the center. Unfortunate for Adam there. 'Cause that's twice that's happened to him now.
Well, these cars just can't slow up on a dime.
No, they can't. Charles Wilson, the lucky dog. Who can we talk to? Who should we talk to?
Charles Wilson.
Where's he at? There he is.
Just got his lucky dog.
Hey, Charles, Dustin, and Adam again. And you, my friend, are the lucky dog.
Woof.
That's right, man. Well, now you're back
What
on
a
the lead
workout.
lap. How are your tires looking? You going to have anything here?
I've only got 54 laps on them. So they're feeling good right now.
Yeah, well, hopefully you can get through the
Couple of-
traffic.
Yeah.
That's been pretty crazy out there, but only 7 cautions tonight compared to the other night with 19, probably about 16 at this point in the race. 10 laps to go.
Yep.
Just
I think
gonna-
everybody learned, took it to heart this time because there's a lot of good, clean fighting going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, buddy, congratulations on the lucky dog, and hopefully you can get up there and give Veerkamp and Gallardo a battle.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, good luck to you, and we'll talk to you
Yes, sir.
soon.
All righty.
See you, buddy. Charles Wilson, everybody. Lights are off on the pace car, and we're going to go green with 8 to go. And
Did he say he had any tires, Dustin?
Nah, he said that he's only got like 50 laps on there, but they're feeling good, so.
Okay, good. Yeah, but we got Veerkamp up here now. He's also on the same strategy as Eric Wilson. I mean, Eric Johnson. Eric Wilson.
Yeah, man.
Green flag.
And Johnson's going to get the push off. But Stempley's got that high line, and he might be able to make this work. If he does, he might have to put some blocks to it, but Johnson just pulls away.
Yep,
8
Veerkamp's
laps.
clear for third right now.
And the 50 just on old tires. Can't hang.
Stayed on the lead lap, though, man. Hats off to him.
Six to remain. The 18. Eric Sweet Heat Johnson out front. I just want to go on record with 5 to go and say that this was my pick for this race. Drew Kuhn says Mikey Keen's in Mexico. Well, hopefully he gets back here because we need to see him out here. And I know Adam misses his Kevin Harvick schemes.
I do.
Johnson with a 1 second lead. 4 laps remain. We don't have the battle that we had Tuesday night. If you missed that race, go back and watch it. Next week, the drivers go to, what'd I say? What'd you say? Phoenix? Old school Phoenix. 3 laps to go. Let's call it. Let's bring it on home here. Eric Johnson started in the front. He fell back. He's conserving his tires. We spoke to him early on. He's kept
ran out of fuel.
He's kept
Pushed on
that
pit road.
this 18 clean the whole night. Just man, consistency and perseverance. He was 2 laps down, got him back the hard way, and now he's taking turns 3 and 4 for the final time. He's gonna bring the checkered flag home at the last great Coliseum in the Gen 4 series. Congratulations, Eric. You know what that means? This is something special for all you viewers out there. We'll give it a second. Chase Stempley's going to come up and give him the old congratulatory bump. Actually, he's revving the engine up for him. It was only a matter of time before Eric Johnson found himself in victory lane. Look at all the love he's getting, all the support from the guys. Man, these guys have such a tight group, tight-knit community out here. And come on, Eric. Let's see you burn them down one time. Drew Kuhn going to go give a little love tap. And here we go. The 18, Sweet Heat, Eric Sweet Heat Johnson gets your first ever right here on Zero X Media and Design. I'm gonna wait for him to do it. Come on. Come on. Hit the donut. Turning the donut light on for the first time. Eric Johnson burning them down.
He's out there doing the spinner wheelies.
There he goes. Let him cook. Because when the light's on, the donuts are hot. He's going to go ahead and bring this thing on over to Victory Lane. What a burnout. Very nice work, man. Eric Johnson gets the first ever donut light here. And we would get our
You know, I really don't know how he did it.
Oh,
I really don't know how he did
He
it.
ain't done. Let's turn it back on. He's giving some for the fans on the backstretch. All right, take it to Victory Lane. Come on. Man, what a race, guys. A lot cleaner than Tuesday night. Look at him driving it back in there. He's burning out up the ramp. Very nice. All right, let's see here.
He's still burning it out.
Yeah, he is. We're going to go back to the checkered flag, put it in slow-mo. And we're going to get our third place finisher in here. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's up there. Everybody, Daniel Veerkamp back in the booth once more tonight. Man, Daniel, you overcame.
Hey, I'll take it.
And got up to
Hey,
third
I started
place.
last. No, yeah, I started 16th. We just, I think we just stayed consistent. That's all it took, really. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, avoiding the wrecks and just being there when it mattered, man. That was one heck of a drive for you tonight. It's your first time up in the booth with us.
Yeah, it's been yeah, it is, huh?
Well,
hey,
post
we're
race.
here. We made it. Mama, we made it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, what a heck of a run. What was the biggest challenge for tonight?
I was so scared because Tuesday night was not good. I got neck coated so hard, and I was really just worried about it. And we just, I did more practice laps this time. Just did a lot more practice and stay consistent. And if you stay out of the mess, you can get a top 5. So the biggest challenge was just getting around all the lap cars because the restarts were all messed up. That was weird at first, but we made it.
Yeah, man, it was fun to watch. And it's always fun watching you guys. You guys have a lot of like sportsmanship in the league, and for the most part, everybody tries to give everybody a little bit of extra room out there. And some of these shorter tracks are just a challenge.
It's nice to know that potentially the person behind you will check up and not ram you. So it's nice to know as someone dependable's back there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've watched the broadcast before. We like to talk to you a little bit about the race, and then we turn it over to you for sponsors. What's that?
That was a great race. Everyone drove good. It was a good time.
Oh yeah. Do you have any shout outs or sponsorships you want to give? Or
I got no sponsors, buddy. We're just freeballing it.
Hey, it don't mean none can't come. Hey, Daniel Veerkamp, everybody. Yeah. If you want to put a logo on the car or something, reach out to this guy.
Yeah. Only sponsored by myself and Baja Blast. So
That's what I'm talking about. Adam don't like Baja Blast, but he had a bounce. He's not feeling the greatest, so.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, man. Well, one heck of a run for you tonight. Next week, you go to Phoenix. How do you feel about that short track?
Not great, but we're going to see how it goes. We're going to practice a lot. Maybe we'll practice tomorrow and start getting acclimated to that one.
Yeah, these strategy races are fun to watch, man. You put on one heck of a show. Thanks for talking to me in the booth here tonight, and congratulations on third place, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks. See you guys next week.
No problem. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.
Mr. Veerkamp, everybody, out here with one heck of a run. Nice strategy call on his part. He's going to finish P3. Now we're going to do P2. You got to bear with me a little bit. Adam wasn't feeling the greatest. Big shout out to Adam for getting on here and broadcasting with me week in and week out. You know what? That's a teammate right there. He never leaves me hanging. Let's see. So many buttons. Oops. All right. We're just going to go on over here to this. Mr. Chase Stempley. We'll get him in here. Maybe. Yeah. Chase Stempley, everybody, your second place winner, driver of the Slap Wagon. How's it going there, Chase?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Yeah, Adam had to bounce, so it's just me for now. But, man, took them tires kind of early, and Johnson just had a little bit more rubber at the end of the race. But
if we're going to finish the race behind anybody, it's going to be Mr. Consistency himself. I know this was his track, and so I've been definitely kind of sticking in his shadow, watching what he's doing, and even through the practice, man, I learned so much about how to save. But yeah, just like you said, I picked a strategy. I figured once we got all the jitters and all the cautions out of the way on the front half of the race, I was like, okay, we're going to stretch our legs on the back half, but it didn't work out. That's the cool thing about strategy, man, is yeah, you can play it a whole bunch of different ways, and sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. But I fought as hard as I could there at the end, but I just didn't have the rubber underneath me, man. They were cooked.
Yeah, you had a 5-second lead, and then the caution came out, and then it's just, for some reason, oh, man, caution comes out, and then Eric has a set of tires he's sitting on, and really wasn't a whole lot you could do.
No way, man. There wasn't a whole lot, but we were sending it. I thought that last restart, man, I hung that outside. I was like, there's a chance. And then she started letting go on that right rear. And I said, well, we may just have to, settle in. You don't want to overdrive, do something silly, because Daniel was hot on my heels there at the end, man. He did a great job of saving on that last stint. And yeah, we just tried to bring her home once Eric started stepping away.
How many Pepsis did you go through this race?
Well, we had a couple of pre-cracked ones, so I finished those suckers off, no soldier left behind, but probably about 2, I'd say. It was a stressful one, so a couple yellows, I was taking sips, couple pits, I was taking sips down the pit lane, stay fueled up, hydrated.
Yeah. For someone that's watching from the outside looking in, do you, man, how hard is it to have a good pit stop at Bristol with like the single pit road to where you have to drive all the way around? You're going to go laps down. Like how hard is that?
Really, really difficult on old tires. But here's a tip that I learned from the man himself that took the win tonight. So you want to map a button or a key on your keypad where you can adjust your brake bias. Okay, so you adjust it backwards and it'll make the car loose when you hit the brakes, and then you adjust it forwards and it'll be a little more stable. So what you do is when you're ready to hit that pit lane, you crank that thing. It only lets you go so far in the car, but you crank that thing up to try to get it as stable as you can, and then you dial it back before you exit pit road to get back to your race brake bias. So that was a huge tip for being able to bring it in control. is have those key binds made to where you're able to control that brake bias when you're in the car. Makes it a little easier, but still, it's a handful getting off the banking.
Yeah, that's a very good tip. I have a Stream Deck, and I have my brake bias set on there. So, yeah, I definitely do that as well.
100%, man. That's a huge tip. Just a small thing, but every little bit counts, especially when you're under green. You don't want to waste any time getting in there, but you don't want to go too far. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the gamblers they'll huck it in there and gain a lot of time, but more times than not, on old tires, it's just so unpredictable. So you got to be careful.
Absolutely. Well, heck of a drive for you again tonight. You're consistently finishing up here in these Gen 4s, and man, you're fun to watch out there. You just got tons of speed, and I can't wait to learn some things from you.
But yeah, man, the speed comes with all the experience, and you know me, I'm a chatter, as you guys probably hear. So I'm always open for people to pick my brain or see what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, or if you check out my stream at Slap and Tickle 91 on Twitch, I've actually got a graph up there where you can see, it's like a little line graph where you can see my pedal input, so you can see how much brake I'm using, when I'm getting on the gas, how hard I'm, so there's little things that I put out there to try to get everybody in my head and implement that onto the track and get faster and get better. And that's what the Outcasts are all about, man, is building a community and getting everybody out there where they can dominate the public races out there pretty good.
Yeah, that's right, man. Well, you've been in the booth with me multiple times this season, and next week we go to Phoenix, another short track. How you gonna do there?
Well, it's going to be a little more on the loose side, so I think it's going to be another one of those right. You got to watch the right rear, but I like the loose, I like the car to talk to you. You know what I mean? I like it to be active. So hopefully we can find the speed out there and keep the momentum. Get a good points finish heading into the chase here next couple races.
Oh yeah, I only got a few left. How many do we got left before the chase? Let me look real quick.
I think it's 2. I think it's Phoenix and then Talladega, I believe.
And you are absolutely right. Phoenix, Dega, and then we go to the chase. So drivers have 2 races left, and then yeah, they got to leave it all out on the track the next couple if they want to make the chase.
Can I get an amen? That's going to be some fun race watching right there, boys and girls. You don't want to miss that.
Oh yeah, and anything can happen because it's a points reset. So
yeah, man,
that'll be
got to
awesome.
keep the momentum.
Absolutely, Chase. Well, you know what time it is. The floor is yours for all your sponsors and shout outs.
Awesome. Good deal, man. Got to thank you guys first at Zero X Media and Design, man. You guys put a heck of a show together. Professional, but you keep it light. It's fun to watch. I always watch them over just to hear the little clips, of you guys cutting it up and stuff. Can't thank you, Dustin, and Adam for putting in all the work and making us look good, and then doing a great job yourselves. And then I'm going to keep thanking them Pinnacle Wraps boys, man. They keep us looking slick out there, and they keep us ready for victory lane, dude, because if you drive a Pinnacle, you're driving distinction, man. You're going to pop out there on track. And then last but not least, Outcast Motorsports iRacing League, man. It's the top of the top. This is a tough track, and there was a lot of green flag running. And there's a lot to be learned out there. We're not just out there driving circles. If you pay attention to the way people are driving or their strategies, as you saw there, it could mean a whole lot just thinking about the race, big picture. So keep an eye out on all those guys. Yeah, we're not just running circles. So, and then, yeah, I've got to thank my old lady. She lets me do all this stuff, have fun with all my boys and stuff. And she sits right here as my co-pilot, man, pushing me, tighten up, let's go. And then, yeah, thank the good Lord, man, for all the blessings, being able to get this rig and stuff and do this every week.
Yeah, man. Well, tomorrow night, I'll be in the Discord streaming. I might do some racing. So if you get some time, hop in there with me and say what's up.
You better believe it, man. I appreciate you again, Dustin.
All right. Thanks, Chase. I appreciate you, brother. And you have a good night. And hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, buddy. We'll see you.
See you, bud. There you go. Chase Stinfley, everybody. Your second place finisher. I'm all kinds of bamboozled over here tonight, huh? Now we're taking a look at Eric Johnson, your winner. We're going to get him up in here real quick. Hey, Eric, it's Dustin in the booth. You did it, man. You practiced the burnouts in the beginning in Victory Lane, and then you got to show off some skills with the donut light on, man.
Oh man, we finally finished it off, man, and got one done. But we got lucky. You know, we before we even get started with this, first and foremost, I got to thank Adam Keene. I was out of fuel, and he pushed me all the way to my pit box, and he basically saved me from towing. So without him just being selfless out there and helping a brother out, like we wouldn't have had no chance.
Adam actually called that out. I didn't see it, but I definitely heard about it. But yeah, that's pretty. It was very impressive to see you drive back under green flag conditions, 2 laps down, and come back no lucky dog needed.
Man, we were ripping. We were pushing to the line. And we were being careful, but I mean, if we spun, we spun, but we were sending it.
Oh, full send on them. Yeah, man, that was fun, man. You're always fun to watch. Very quick in these cars and the trucks. It's like you've driven them a time or two.
Yeah, like Chase says, I really like these Gen 4s. I like generally the loose feeling that we get out of these and the throttle control, off throttle time, and just driving with the gas pedal. And man, these cars, they do talk to you, and they'll let you know when you're doing a little too much or when you can give her a little more. And they're just a really fun little package.
And the car was looking great tonight. Got the Sweet Heat Skittles car. Drew did a phenomenal job on that. I even went inside the car and seen that you got your shifter knob of Skittles.
Yeah, we got some. We get a little bored under them yellows. We grab us a couple little Skittles right there, a little Sweet Heat. Yeah, you know how Drew does it out there at Pinnacle Wraps, man. When you run a Pinnacle, you drive distinction, brother, and you just look a little different, and everybody knows where you come from.
Yeah, man, he's doing a phenomenal job, and you guys are doing a great job with the league. And week in and week out, you got some great racing going on the tracks. At times, especially on these shorter tracks, a little bit of chaos, but that's to be expected. Next week, you're going to Phoenix. How you feel about that?
Man, we're going out to the desert. She's going to be on the right rear. And to be honest, when I first started iRacing, I cut my teeth in Pickup Cup, the old truck at Old Phoenix. And that's where I learned a lot of what I would call my racecraft, just qualify there, start in the pits, and just come through the chaos because there's no cautions. And I mean, if you've ran a Pickup Cup, it's complete chaos. So like it gives you good practice to predict some wrecks, kind of understand the physics of the cars when they are wrecking, how to get through the pack, and how to make setup passes, and work your way from the back to the front on a tire run. And I ran so much Pickup Cup at Phoenix, and so I when it's on the schedule, I'm always super pumped. It's one of my favorites, and yeah.
In the old school one, it doesn't have the dog leg, does it?
Or no, well, it has a dog leg, but it's got grass, so you can't cut it, and it's actually flipped because the new Phoenix, they flipped where the start line's at from the the opposite side of the track. So 1 and 2 is 3 and 4 now, and she don't have as much grip definitely as the new Phoenix does.
And one more thing before we go, you're sitting pretty good as far as point standings. This will definitely help with that. You might even take the lead away from Chase here, just depending. Going in two races left until the playoffs, man. What kind of racing can we expect during the playoffs?
Well, I mean, you probably expect a little bit of the same. I mean, I don't know if you've seen that playoff schedule, but it is it's a lineup of some tough tracks. We got Kansas. That's going to be a fast track. That's going to be pretty straightforward. But then we hop right into North Wilkesboro and back to short track racing, long race. And I think the playoffs are gonna be great. We got a lot of great drivers out here, and everybody's learning, kind of, learning about the tires and saving and stuff. I think you're gonna see a lot of good action over the next few weeks.
Oh yeah, man. Well, you did a phenomenal job tonight. Great strategy call. You got lucky there a little bit at the end, but hey, man, it worked out,
Yeah,
right? So
we got really lucky. We were about the green flag pit. Caution came out, and then that's why we stayed out, and then we ended up just running out of fuel before the pits opened. And yeah, we got extremely lucky, but we'll take them when we get them. We lost on tires, Tuesday night. We won on tires tonight, and a little bit of luck. We'll take it.
Oh yeah, man. Well, it was great talking to you again, and you're doing a phenomenal job. And man, I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll try to see you Sunday night for a little Sunday fun day, huh?
That's right. If you're listening, Sunday Fun Day is the place to be. If you're in the Outcast, come out with us, run some figure eight, hit that jump, land on some cars, just let out some of that pent up aggression. Everybody's wound up so tight trying to stay off each other, and we just flip it. Like, don't stay off each other. Get in there, get it done, and let's see who can get the most X's.
That's right. Come on out and wreck the broadcaster one time.
That's wreck them 2 times, 3 times. One's not good enough.
Just once. I'm sensitive.
No,
I'm kidding, man. Well, congratulations again, man, on first place, and man, you have yourself a great weekend.
Hey, I appreciate it, Dustin.
Oh wait, shout outs. My bad. It's yours.
Oh, shout outs. Oh, come on now. Nah, shout outs, you and Adam in the booth. You guys are killing that. I know he must have had to go. He probably had something come up, and but we appreciate what you guys do there at Zero X Media and all the work you're putting in with these new cuts and new screens and just all the yipping yapping. It's not easy to do. We appreciate you guys. And Georgia Mountain, we got little Georgia Mountain logos on the car there, and we appreciate what they do. And of course, Drew over there at Pinnacle Wraps, keeping us looking fresh in these 18s. And I'm gonna do it right, Chase. This is how you do it. When you run a Pinnacle, you drive distinction.
That's right. Absolutely. All right, man. We will see you next week at Phoenix, and I will see you Sunday night.
Hey, brother. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too. See ya. Eric Johnson, everybody, your winner tonight. Let's take a look at the race results of the evening. Obviously, we have Eric Johnson winning the race. Chase Stempley not too far behind in second. Daniel Vierkamp in third. Charles Wilson in fourth. Brian Gallardo in fifth. Terry Litweiler in sixth. Adam Keene seventh. Ronnie Welchel in eighth. Brandon Brock ninth. Anthony Bennett in 10th. Brian Zimmer finishes 11th. And 12th goes to Brian B-Dubs Welchel. Drew, the serial killer Coon, finishes 13th. Joshua Newman 14th. Ryan Eberhard 15th. And Jason Anderson in 16th. Well, folks, thank you, each and every one of you, for watching each and every week. I really appreciate it. Without you guys chatting it up with me in the chat, it would be kind of boring. It's always nice. Big shout out to Adam for sticking with me and doing these broadcasts with me and taking time away from his family to do this. Shout out to his wife for letting him do this with me and supporting the channel as well. Shout out to my fiance for letting me do this, and shout out to my daughter also for letting me do this. And yeah, man, shout out to Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Outcast Motorsports, and Pinnacle Wraps. And I think that's about it, folks. Like we say it every week, man, the checker came out, and now it's our turn. So we're out of here. I'll see you next week right here, same time, same place, Zero X Media and Design. See you, everybody. Have a great weekend.